I have this unfinished piece of wood. It measures 8 by 8 inches and it's 1 inch thick. I'm using a Gen foam brush to just apply my paint. I'm using some Wise Owl Snow Owl, and I'm going to give one good coat and allow this to fully dry. Next, I have this candlestick. You could find these at Hobby Lobby in the unfinished wood section. And I'm going to paint the entire thing with some Wise Owl black paint. I will then set that aside to dry. Now, Walmart has some really nice wood cutouts. I got this Rooster. I believe I paid $1.25. And I'm going to paint the entire thing with the Wise Owl black paint. Now you could pick any colors of your choice. All paint products can be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. Once all the black paint was fully dry, I'm then going to take a chip brush. You could find these at most hardware stores or even your craft supply store. And I'm just going to lightly dry brush the white on the back part of the rooster and then the front wing. I'm then going to take some Wise Owl Republic Red, and I'm going to put some red on the top of the head here, and then I'm also going to do the beak. And again, you could add as much detail as you would like. I got this mesh reusable stencil from Amazon. I'll leave a link in the comments for you. And I just like the wicker design on it. And I'm going to place it on top of my board once it was fully dry. And I'm going to just make sure it's laying down nice and flat. Next, I'm going to be using the Maker Studio Gel Art Ink in a silicone spread pal. You can also use a plastic spread pal to spread this on. And this is the medium that you could use with the mesh stencils on our webpage as well. Now, I did not try on this particular stencil, but sometimes you can get away with the regular chalk paint. I'm then going to remove it, and I like to take a baby wipe and just wipe off all that extra paint. If you wash these properly and right away, they are reusable. Once everything had dried, I'm then going to take my rooster and I'm going to glue it onto the center of my board. We're then going to take our candlestick. I'm going to add a little bit of E6000, and I have this small little square just because the top of the candlestick had a little groove in it. So I'm going to add a flatter surface to it. This is just going to help it sit nicer. I have some metal ribbon here that I'm going to be applying to the outside of my square piece of wood. I found this from Hobby Lobby in the ribbon section, and the Dollar Tree was selling it for some time also. I'm going to be adhering it with some E6000. You can add a little bit of hot glue for that instant hold, but the E6000 is really what's going to adhere the metal best to the wood. And after I apply it, I'm just pressing down on the metal, and then I have these small little clamps, and I'm just clamping the ribbon in place until it fully dries. I'm going to add my candlestick to the bottom of my wood here. I left a small space without any metal on it so that this could adhere nicely to the wood. And at this point, you can really decorate to finish it off however you'd like. I'm going to add a little buffalo plaid bow at the bottom here. This was left over from Christmas. And I have some greenery that I'm going to place on both the left and right side of my bow as well. I then have this unfinished wood knob. I found this from Hobby Lobby in the unfinished wood section. They have a bunch of different types of small wood cutouts, and I'm going to glue that to the top of my wood square. And then I'm painting it with the Wise Owl black paint. I was not sure if I was going to leave it unfinished or if I would prefer it painted. But if you know you're going to paint it, I would paint it before applying it to the top of your piece of wood. And then there we go. Now we just have this very easy farmhouse decor. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Paint products, tissue paper, transfers, and mesh stencils can all be found on our webpage at chalkitupfancy.com. And don't forget, you can also check out other tutorials over on our webpage. Have a great day.